are getting worse and worse out here. I saw they was protesting at the down in Washington at the Supreme Court trying to protest the nomination that got Kavanaugh. Got all the women and men out there. Y'all seen on the news? That's a mess out there, all them people out there. They said they plan on getting him out of office in November. I said, you know, white people spend a lot of time doing a lot of stuff. But you know what? It would be good if I seen white people, they were honest, and they were doing something trying to get the people out of office that victimize us. Isn't that right? White people spend time trying to do stuff for their own people and can't even prove it. They got the innocent, presumed innocent to found guilty. They ain't brought no evidence up on the man, and yet he already been convicted. I tell them all the time, that's how white women are now. They've been doing it. A lot of people have died at the hands of white women off of opinion or facts or I thought or I felt. And I can't keep talking. I can't talk about enough stressing the importance of why our people have to be liberated, why we have to establish our own way. We just can't count on nobody to defend us. Nobody going to do nothing for us. It's just one of those situations where it just lie on us. I remember they had that emergency thing the other day on your telephone. They knew why they had it going on. They already knew they were getting ready to go to war with Russia and China. They got to be ready to lurch out and they get ready to set them nuclear bombs on. They know what they're doing. They already been playing. They've been playing the NATO practice. NATO already been doing joint ventures together trying to practice for Russia. They know it ain't over with. Russia's planning on doing some more invading in Europe. They plan on stopping Russia. They'll start challenging China out on the China Sea. They already know what's going to happen. They already know they're going to push for a war. But this is what white men do for a living. It's not all of them. It's just the people in government. They're not happy unless somebody dying and somebody victim. White people can't be satisfied with just people live and let live. That's people culture. That's their way of life. Let them have it. As long as they ain't infringing upon you and what you're doing. I believe in the Arbery doctrine. Other people got their own doctrine. I'm not for going to invade no Christians or no Muslims. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. Once you impede on what I believe, once you cross over into what me and my Alahym stand for, then get ready for war. But before going to somebody else's country doing what they people want to do, let them have it. Y'all got it. That's the truth. Let them have it. That ain't our fight. I think we spend a lot of time getting involved. I'm kind of a little loud. I can feel myself echoing. I think we get ourselves involved with a lot of stuff that ain't really got a basis for us. Like I said, these white people out there, let them keep going. A lot of them already practicing to go to jail today. They got all them women saying they ready to go to jail. They done did strategies on how to practice to go to jail. I hope they don't get no bond. Bunch of troublemaking white women. Keep them in prison. Send them to prison. They go for all the innocent black women they had locked up. They lied on. Y'all all right? White woman sitting there and kill her baby. She blaming on the black nanny. Y'all don't talk about stuff like that, do you? Yeah. Y'all realize how many people been victimized by these people? How many black nannies have been in their home helping out white women that had all these different syndromes? Now black women got these syndromes where they kill their babies. Never heard this stuff before among us. We got it when we start getting introduced with them. A lot of them couldn't take that pressure. They kill their baby. You know what happened when the police come? Or their husband come home? The nanny did it. Put on the black woman. You know what I mean? How people go, listen, it ain't just black men been victimized by it. It's been black women been victimized by it. Y'all don't like talking about stuff like this? So now we watch these trials and watch how this man get done and ran through the ringer through white women. Welcome to our world. Y'all got it? Don't feel sorry for these people. They ain't feel sorry for you. That's just being honest. That's on the small. I need more white men to be wrongly convicted. I need more white men being called out by white women who like to lie and write books and get GoFundMe paid and make $700,000 and $1 million. That's what I need to talk about. How she a victim? Who started her GoFundMe page? Is she honest? If she ain't trying to get in there, tell her don't take the money. Tell her don't take none of the money. Leave it, send the money back to the people. Where's our GoFundMe page? For people that have been victimized by America, who was stolen and lied to. For people that had their play for a white face showed up and they were taken and ripped from them. Why the so-called American Indian not paying money in reparation to us? They're living off the backs of us too. And as soon as you find a nigga, they wet their hair and they get curly down here and they go telling a lie talking about you're an Indian. Quit lying trying to fit in with these people. Isn't that right? When you find that slick, curly stuff, that stuff you done got from race mixing. They don't like that kind of stuff, do they? Then they try to make nappy hair a sin. Isn't that right? That coarse hair got a reason for it. Isn't that right? From the region from where we come from. They used to repel heat. Isn't that right? They don't like stuff like that. They don't talk too much about it. They just talk about this book right here. Somebody left this up here. That's smooth they did that, but I like to write it. Somebody take it. Y'all took away from my work, Leon. Who know where we're going to start at? Who know where we're going to start at? How many of y'all know where I'm going to start at? You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all don't know it'll probably be something different? It'll be something different. Be the same thing. Isn't that right? But this is the basis for the idea. Right? Romans chapter 15, verse 4. That's the basis for the idea for me. That's what I look for. Listen, everything right going to be proven out in due time. Listen, there's a lot of distractions out here going on in the world. A lot of stuff put out here from writings to doctrine to wars to relationship to movies. They got all kind of stuff to keep people distracted. Jobs, income. Somebody sent out a thing today, I think, was it Chelsea? Showing, I think the country is $780-something trillion in deficit. They just reached the all-time $780 trillion. Big, was it big? I think it's trillion. They in the trillion. They've been out the billion. They've been out the billion. If your phone got billion, it's old. These crackers in the trillions. Best economy ever. More blacks working than ever. And how you just reach an all-time high with your deficit? I told y'all, white people lie their fake numbers. The news, all these papers, all these people in the thing together. They don't want y'all to know the truth. Y'all know the truth. People start thinking. People start capitalizing. People start looking at, we got to try to build. We got to try to get together. We see destruction coming. They need people to get out here and stay divided. Just like them white women down there at the Capitol got nothing to do with them. They're going to start, listen, they're going to start lying just so they can be a part of somebody that start acting like they're a victim. They'll make up something. One time, hold your hand out one time. One time, they were touched. That's sexual harassment. Right now, he could file a charge. Did you want to be touched? What just happened to man? He just been sexual harassed by a man. Now, he can go on TV and write a book and file charges. Because I'm going to ask him, did you ask me to touch you? Well, you expected me to touch you. We got a case right now. That's a case. How many of y'all know that's some foolishness? Foolishness. Waste of time, waste of court time, waste of attorney, waste of TV time. But white people will do this just so they can make themselves a victim. Because they hate the fact that you're a victim. So they want to make up something. If they're a victim, what are we? If somebody look at them, if somebody say something, a man walk up to him and say, hey, I like you. I wouldn't mind getting with you. Unwanted advances. I now fear for my life and my safety on the job. The man, that just ain't interesting. Keep moving. If the man stalk you, follow you, pull a weapon, block you off, then we got problems. But somebody ask you a simple question, what in the world wrong with you? You a retard? Some stuff don't even make no sense. You can't say nothing to nobody now, but this is the kind of world that white women have pushed us to right now, just so they can make money. Anything going, listen to him, it's got to come back on them. And it's good. See, once they white men keep being a victim of them, then they'll turn around and they'll be ready to apologize to them. Then they'll come back and see a lot of these people they got in jail, falsely in prison by their own people. They'll come back and they'll have to release her. If not them, anyway, Mr. Yahuwah. I don't know, I'm just pissed. I'm just pissed. Let me ask y'all a question before I move on. Why we not doing nothing about this stuff? Why we talk about it every week and we not doing nothing about it? Do y'all know any one of us can be picked up and be charged by these white women? Do y'all know these people can make claims on any one of us at any time and nothing happen for us? A black man was just gunned down, and they call it black. We know Shakur. A black man was just gunned down in Chicago, 2016. Was it 2016, 14? 8 years, and it took them 4 years to come up and get a conviction. A man walking away gets 16 bullets in his back. Let me see. That 9mm shouldn't have held no more than about 12, 13. What kind of magazine? He might have had an extended clip. Extended clip to put 16 in an unarmed man walking away. It takes 16 bullets. And that's not first-degree murder. They moved it to second degree. Because they know that cracker should have got life in prison or he should have got the electric chair. Automatic first-degree murder, he should have got. That shows you still where they got empathy and sympathy for the person that commits the crime when you're white. Where's the empathy and sympathy for the black man that lost his life? And the mere fact we'll rejoice and celebrate because a white man's been convicted under their terms. That white man should have been given to us, and we should have tried it. Once we seen the tape, we're going to save the court money. If this tape ain't docked up and this what happened, this don't take no long. I don't even want to hear your side. I don't know what side you don't give me. The man walking away, you shot him 16 times. This was clear case of murder. Huh? Aggravated murder. This man should be getting the death penalty. And it shouldn't take that long to give it to him. Keeping him sitting in jail is wasting my money. Y'all all right? Y'all don't like stuff like that, do they? Now, like, see, we don't get justice unless you can give them to us and we can make the call. To let a white man system that a white man came out from that works for the system commit a crime and then be judged by our own system don't do me no justice. I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied with any of these white people calls anymore. We can't wait on their sister to do nothing. They can call me black and still when they want to kill me. They don't want to know what I call them. I just haven't put them words up for a while. But I ain't forgot one of them either. I'm just pissed with the fact that how our people are being done, and we do the same rituals every week. We sit down, we'll talk, we'll say in this room, sit here, but we're not putting no action in on this street of our disapproval, huh? How we sick of it, how we got to try to strategize, how we got to organize, and we got to stop this stuff. What they gonna do? Let me guess. They probably gonna kill us. Exactly what will we be protesting? What will we be protesting? Free lunches? What we going to be protesting? High taxes? Or we protesting us being killed? Unlawfully. Unjustly. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's how they go. What y'all think? Let's how that go. Romans 15:4. This is the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things
were
written aforetime,
what was it written for?
Our learning.
That's all I'm looking at. So I see the importance again of why I continue to go back. Isn't that right? Why we continue to regurgitate this. It was written aforetime for our
learning.
What happened?
That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures,
might have what?
Hope.
That's why I'm here. Y'all want hope? That's what we're doing. We're going to look at. Let's look at something, the book of Nahum. They're going to call it Nehemiah. Nahum. Let's see if it's 3 and 1. That's how this go. I don't know. We'll see.
Then Eliashib the high Kohan rose up with his Alahym the Kohanim, and they builded the sheep gate. They consecrated it and set up the doors of it. Even unto the tower of Meah they consecrated it.
I'm sorry. Make that, could you represent myself? Some kind of way I'm thrown. I know what it is now. Give me Hadassah. They'll call it Esther. A star. Who knows? Maybe go back to something like that. Goodness. Hadassah, chapter 3, verse 1. Listen to the book.
After these things did Malach Ahasuerus promote Haman, the ben of Hammedatha, the Agagite, and advanced him and set his seat above all the Sarim that were with him. And all the Malach's servants that were in the Malach's gate bowed and reverenced Haman, for the Malach had so commanded concerning him.
Sit down. What happened to him?
For the Malach had so commanded concerning him.
What happened?
But Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence.
What happened?
Then the Malach's servants, which were in the Malach's gate, said unto Mordecai, Why transgressest thou the Malach's commandment?
Yeah.
Now it came to pass, when they spake daily unto him, and he hearkened not unto them, that they told Haman to see whether Mordecai's matters would stand. For he had told them that he was Yehudi.
Y'all see that? He had told him that he was a Yehudi. What happened?
And when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence, then was Haman full of wrath.
Yeah.
And he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had shewed him the people of Mordecai, wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Yahudim that were throughout the whole Malkuth of Ahasuerus.
Y'all see what happened? He sought to destroy everybody that was connected to, that was among them, because of the fact that he saw the resistance of Mordecai. So his intent was not only to kill him, but to try to kill everybody else that was associated with or that was a part of that culture. Kind of like when they take down civil rights leaders today. Not these clowns they got. I'm talking about real right leaders. You got what I'm saying? The intent would be not only to take them down, but to kill the followers as well. Because you already know, if the leader does this, it's only natural that people following will do the same. Y'all got me? Let's see something. Say that Yeshayahu and call it Isaiah. Let's say this fits. Yeshayahu, Isaiah. See that 9:15. I'm going to just sit here thinking about it. What's how it work out? Book right.
Sure.
Book it right. Live right and live right is right. Live wrong is just downright wrong. Listen, this is Yeshayahu 9:15. It'll be food for thought. That's all. Then we'll come back. Listen.
The ancient and honorable, he is the head, and the Nabi that teacheth lies, he is the tail.
So 16, what I want, but go ahead.
For the leaders of this arm cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed.
That's good. That's good. We'll come back to the 3rd chapter of the book of Hadassah. They call it Esther, a star. What verse we left off at, Brandon?
Left off at the end of verse 6.
Let's hear verse 6 again, please. 3 and 6 of the book of Esther. Listen to the book.
And he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had shewed him the people of Mordecai, wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Yahudim that were throughout the whole Malkuth of Ahasuerus, even the people of Mordecai.
Y'all see that? Make sense? Why it make sense? He was our leader, and they were following him. Make sense, y'all? For the leaders of this people caused them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Someone kind of twisted up right now. Did y'all understand that? For the leaders of this people caused them to err, and they that are led of him are destroyed. They that are led of them are destroyed. Y'all got that?
Yes,
Do y'all
sir.
understand that?
Yes, sir.
The leaders of the people caused them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Okay? What did verse 6 say again? Maybe verse 5, please. 3 and 5. Listen.
And when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence, then was Haman full of wrath.
Yeah.
And he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had shewed him the people of Mordecai, wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Yahudim that were throughout the whole Malkuth of Ahasuerus.
Now you can see why white people work so hard to destroy us. Whenever somebody try to raise up from among us, or anybody try to stand up or take a defense from us, the thing for the other culture to do is not only destroy that leader, but destroy everything that connects to or attached to that leader. Let's see what happens. Alahym. Exodus, they call it. See that 2 and 1. Exodus, they call it 2 and 1. Alahym. Shemut. Listen to the book.
And there went a Ish of the Beth of Louis, and took to wife a Bath of Louis. And the Ashar conceived and bare a Ben, And when she saw him that he was a Taub Yalad, she hid him 3 Yarok.
Yeah.
And when she could not longer hide him, she took for him an ark of bulrushes, and daubed it with slime and with pitch, and put the Yalad therein, and she laid it in the flags by the river's brink, and his Akuth stood afar off to wit what would be done to him. And the Bath of Pharaoh came down to wash herself at the Nahar, and her maidens walked along by the Nahar side, and when she saw an ark among the flags, she sent her maid to fetch it. And when she had opened it,
take me back up to 1 and 6. Alahym 1 and 6. Exodus, they'll call it, chapter 1, verse 6. Listen to the book.
And Yahusuf died, and all his Akim, and all that Tuladah. And the Beni of Yasharal were fruitful, and increased abundantly, and multiplied, and waxed exceeding mighty, and the land was filled with them.
Yeah.
Now there arose up a new Malak over Mitzrayim,
That did what?
knew not Yahusuf.
Yeah.
And he said unto his arm, Behold, the arm of the Beni of Yasharal are more and mightier than we.
You think white people ain't been looked at that? You think white people haven't been looking at this? That we outnumber them? So it makes sense to give you this paperwork and give you sense that only white people are counting, white people are keeping, and white people give you the count of it. White people. White people give you the total. Even your bank account. You can put money you want to. White people come back and give it to you unless you can catch them. They can finagle and run around before you know it. Your numbers be off. Their numbers ain't never off. Just like they come up with numbers of people. How many we got it now? We the minority and the white man the majority when he dying out quicker than anybody. That's why they're destroying people. Even in the book of Kazum, when there were war in Shamayim, when the Malachim declared unto us, war unto them that habits of the rock. For the devil coming having great wrath, because he know he ain't got but a short time, because his time and people are numbered. Isn't that right? If people are getting cut off, they know they're doing all. Their numbers ain't making sense. It don't make sense to give you some fictitious numbers so you'll look. It don't make sense for you to stand up for yourself. It's not enough for you. Not when white people doing you a count. Just being honest with you, you never count among yourself. You know, when it came down to men like Dawood, you won't believe what Dawood did. He there would call the government to try to ask them how many people he got, or the Amorites. Why would he ask the Amorites to give him the total of his people? Or the Hittites, or the Jebusites? What kind of number they getting, Ryan? False number. Why you think they're getting false numbers? They're afraid. They know he do. He got too many. Dawood know what he going to do. I'm going to war. So you give black people these fictitious numbers and tell them they're only 12% of the total population, and you don't know how many percent of that is women and men and children. I just give you a whole lot deficit number of 12% of the whole nation, which means 82% of the people outnumber you. And the white man done made himself like he the 82%. He hadn't told you what his number is. Because you know that number got to be less than yours. So how's a man with less number than yours ruling everybody? How's a man with less number than yours ruling over 80-some% of the people? Not only him, he ruling the world. Because he's giving everybody else their number. He creates your fears. He wreaks havoc among you, and then he gives you your joy. Thanksgiving and Christmas and Mother's Day and Valentine's Day, your birthday. He creates all the days and time, your anniversary. Why you can't be happy with your spouse besides your anniversary? Why you can't treat your kids right outside of Christmas? Because the white man creates everything that you believe, everything you feel, he give it to you. How did you get Jason? Huh? What Jason lurk at? Crystal Lake, so you don't stay away from the lake. Kill out there in the lake. White man out there enjoying himself, basing, basking in the sun. Then they send him to New York. So niggas will get out of New York. The nigga keep moving. Then hold on, what about Freddy Krueger? In your sleep, in your dreams. How you sleep? When you dream. So what a nigga do now? Why he don't want to go to sleep? Freddy Krueger get him. White folk got bad sleep comfort numbers. Nigga Cracker put it on 8 and 15. That man on here, he sleeps so showing him in a new pillow. Nigga can't get no sleep. He tormenting you everywhere you can go. Who gave you check it? gave you Chucky. Dogs will kill you and your whole family. They ain't got you scared to get toys in your house. White man just tell his kids got all kind of toys. You can't win. How you going to win with a man like that? You know, if it was another race problem, I wouldn't be talking about it. But it's a problem that affects me and my people. When anything affects anybody and their people, then they'll take the same stance I take. They have the same concern and care they would about their people. If they could flip the news on and every time they look around, their people getting gunned down, their people getting killed, their people getting falsely in prison, their people doing time, and the truth come out and they still sitting in prison, they'll be pissed. But since it's not their people, they play baseball. Huh? Football time. Y'all niggas need to stand up for the flag. This ain't the time. Because white people don't see a problem. White people don't see a problem that they get here, that something happen to one of them. One police officer gets shot down, blue lives matter. Whole nation flag get dropped. Nigga getting shot all the time. I say the flag should have never went up. The way my number's doing it, the way they gunning me down, I don't know how you can put it back up. That's the problem concern I got. How do you keep putting it back up? Everything I'm talking about, it affects us. And nobody cares because we don't care. It's church as usual. Listen, call it synagogue, call it mosque, all of it's church. All of it's church because people are going to sit in rooms and not become proactive to change their situation. That's why white people don't go. White people go to church. White people go to church and pray. When they get through, we're finna go to war. White people tell you, listen, white people pray and start to set it off. When they get through praying, listen, you'll feel the effects when crackers get through praying. They'll bring a Catholic priest, child molester to pray. When they get through praying, we're in session, write bills, invoke and pass laws, start wars, regulate, cut Social Security, Medicaid, health care. That's what happens when cracker pray. Nigga pray, you behind again, nigga. Every time a nigga pray, he behind the 8 ball. I'm not your enemy, people. I just come to tell you the truth. How effectual are your prayers? They're not, because you won't get up and do nothing behind them. White people don't just pray. White people pray and get up and do something. Huh? Supreme Court start out, they have a major big prayer when they open up a session. They started Monday. They pray the whole night. When they get through, you know what they're doing? We getting ready to shoot stuff down. We getting ready to overturn stuff. We getting ready to upset the world. What should happen when we pray? What should happen when we pray? He said 2 or 3 of us touch them. Say, can we tell? If we agree that he's the only Savior, we believe he's on the right way, he'll be in the midst. Man, we could turn this place upside down. That's just true. What happened when all of us get together and get the same mind? What would happen if our people all got unified together? They can't kill all of us, but they'll do it long as we stay separated one by one, or by 2s, or by 10s. Yeah. See, the mind y'all got ain't the mind he had. This man was proactive. He was smart. And I had to put a lot of stuff out here. He was a lot smarter than what we're doing today. You got to be smart when you're among these people. Real smart. And y'all just don't know it, don't. Now, come on, give me that 1 and 6. Where we still at? We done dropped down to what verse? Alahym. Listen, I'm going to get y'all get a vote. Y'all get y'all a pastor. Get y'all a reverend or a cardinal or something. This ain't working me too much more. It's just sickening me on my stomach. Just sickening me. Just how people being done. You don't stand a chance out here. The numbers, everything stacked against you. Come on, man. You stick out like a sore thumb. Let's see what happened. What verse we at?
10.
Do y'all like reality? Y'all want somebody to tell y'all a lie? Man, I'm going to tell you what I used to do today. I used to go to church. I was shagging up. I used to drink. I used to smoke. I stole all kind of stuff. I went to church to feel better. I don't know, y'all probably don't. I used to go to church so I feel better. I paid a lot of money to feel better. I was looking for key stuff to hear, like, he working it out. It's all good. He knows, he understands. I was looking for him to speak to me and tell me something that would comfort me while I was still in. Anybody had that before? Anybody done that? I actually went to church for this. I knew what I was coming out of, but I wanted to block that out the way. I want to block out the fact I had a marijuana joint in my ashtray. I took it to church with me. Because as soon as I leave, that was it. I had the song I'm going to listen to. I already had the tape in the deck. I had my joint inside. This I had the joint in the ashtray. Now, Rob, that's it. You know what you say? I said, listen, when I roll on side, get out, I knew I shouldn't go to jail. This was my logic. This is what I thought I had committed or we had agreed on. If I give you yours first, then I can do me. I could do me. They knew what I was doing. Nobody correct me about it either. Nobody said that. It paid. Everybody's in the same condition. And everybody did the same thing they kept doing. And we only came to places to sit up and we lie. We were all liars. We all faked it. They know they faking it. They know they fake it. They know that's not the real life. They don't like me because I'm an orthodox. This is where I'm in here when I'm gone. I don't have to change myself up, be somebody out there and somebody else here. This is just how it is. I don't have to lie to myself no more. I don't have to look and say, what I live out there, the same thing I live in him. I ain't worried about no hoe, no nigga, nowhere from out no street coming and tell y'all nothing different than what y'all hear me tell y'all. I ain't got to worry about it. I ain't got, you know what I'm saying? You know, this is a good brother right here, saved brother right here. I do the same thing. See, when I was out that side, I did so much pretending, so much faking. I did so much crying and so much almost killing myself because you keep battling two sides. You want to live right, but you can't do it. You keep fighting. You keep trying to do so much. I spent time on prison minutes, wasting my time. Going to, I said, I just got to keep giving some extra so he won't have me locked up or he won't let nothing happen to me. I kept thinking if I do something was good, it would cover for the bad I did. And the only thing I was doing was just add more damnation to myself. It was just more confusion. Just more confusion. Sometimes you forget what side you're on. You want to live right, but then you're living wrong. Living wrong paid money. Living right, you got to wait too long to get it. I'm used to getting quick money. I'm looking for stuff happening right now. I can't wait on nothing. I can't wait on nothing to get right now. I just got to do what I'm doing, then try to come there and hope some kind of way he'll watch. I mean, don't let me get locked up, or don't let me die, or don't let me get sick, that something happen for me, and I can eventually walk away. He'll give me something, $1 million or something, or come in big from somewhere out of nowhere, make no sense, then I can stop. That's why I talk to y'all like this. I want you to lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Know what you believe and know you persuaded that what you committed, he'll be able to keep that to that union. I know what I believe. I know what I believe. I ain't no flip-flopper. I'm not a flip-flopper. I ain't thinking and wondering about it. I know the way it's right. I know the way it's right. I know each can do it. I know you can do it. Ain't nobody gonna tell me no different. Listen, if I go out here and really commit sin, that's because I want to. I know better. You ain't gonna trick me into doing it. I know better. That's why I know the way it's right. I know the man commit himself to it. A man can do it. You got to want to do it. That bad cream ain't but a couple y'all can say that, ain't it? That time. I mean, you got to have it in your mind what you want to do, people.
Yes, sir.
I already know our stat to give me. That's why I got to fight it.
Yes, sir.
One thing you're going to find right now, the black man, you're going to get out here without scandal. And it's rare you're going to get it. Come on, it's rare you're going to get it now. Because they give you that mindset, everybody got to do something. You ain't got to do nothing.
That's right.
Ain't that right?
Yes,
if you
sir.
set your mind, you really want to be saved, you can get away from it.
Yes, sir.
You're going to struggle. It's going to be hard. You're going to have some defeat going to come. Listen, I defeat a lot of times before I got that strength.
That's right.
Shoot, I said I wasn't going to fornicate. Then Mr. Pud said, we going to have to do something. Yep. I ain't going to be telling no lie.
That's right. That's right.
Let me tell you something. You can come want to live right all you want to. Wanting to do and to do is two different things. When that body urge start calling, when that mind start calling you back and tell you one more joint, and I had to get me one more. I struggle with a lot of stuff. You just don't walk away from that and just quit. Them folk that had them testimony, one day they got them just stopped. Thank you very kindly. Glad to hear it. That's not my story.
Right.
That's not my story. I had to wing off that thing. I like a crack baby. I had to wing off sex, wing off drugs, wing off drinking. I had to wing off that thing, man. I finally got another, gave him another, said, now you just got to go, son. I ain't just put no junk down and say, this is it, not me. I did it, and I will come back, and this the other one it. I had so many it. All I had was it. It's just the truth. I talk to people, listen, don't let nobody lie to you. Don't lie to yourself. Listen, as later things get and harder things get, more and more people going to fall away from this way. Because these people going to put more things out here to induce people, to get people. Listen. These people out here already know how you think. Listen, They create your whole world. Listen, you work a job. Don't you know these people already know jobs, got senses and job, turn anything, the people that have on a job. You file an application. You put all your information. You put your name, you put emergency contact, you put phone number, you put your email. You put references. You put down former job, former employers that you work for. You wrote down on there why you left the job. Did you get fired or did you quit or did you just leave or the company closed down? You put down explanation. Did you have you been arrested? Have you been convicted? Have you been locked up for misdemeanor? They got enough information on you to send to the government. They already know you. They put you on a database of people that's just like you. I know how people like you think based on how kind of information you give. And then I tell you that, listen, answering yes to this question is not an automatic dismissal from the job. I just want to know, are you an idiot or something? You admitting you smoke crack? And you think I'm going to hire you? I'm going to fire you on another reason. This is not going to get you from being hired. I'm going to get you on some other reason I'll make up and get rid of you. These people got enough on you to turn and need people to listen. These people already done studied you, so they know how to create a world for you. I know what people like you and where you shop based on address and what's in your neighborhood. I know how to put enough stuff at you or create enough things for you to affect you to where you ain't got the conscience of the mindset to sit around and think about getting saved. Man, you just trying to make it. It don't make you different from man or woman, gay or not. You just trying to make it. And you don't realize these things affect you. If they don't affect you, why did he come take Luke out of Sodom and Gomorrah? Why did he leave him there? Because long he was living right should have made no sense by the other sisters. It's always a problem. You got to get yourself out of the mindset that other things don't affect you. These people got a city destroyed. These people destroy towns and countries. They're like, you have to get out of here. Get out of your mind that other people don't affect you. 1 Corinthians 15:33 told you, be not deceived, evil communication. After a while, Luke man around there and said, shoot, man, everybody doing it. How many of us have got introduced to behaviors because of other people, other influence? I ain't know anywhere I went and got no gang on my own. I wasn't raised like that in my house. My mom and dad wasn't no gangster trying to be in no gang. You get around people before you know it. You got to adapt to their lifestyle. I'm doing stuff people do that didn't have a father at home. All my friends, I think, might have been two of us had a father. Listen, I dealt with people, their mom didn't care if they didn't come home. Listen, they had to answer. We didn't even have to come home. So you know what kind of people these are? That means I don't care. 9 times out of 10, their parents were hoping they would just die just to be done with them. So they had the mind and the mentality of they didn't care who lived or who died. They'll take from anybody. It does not matter. And when you sit around people like this, you'll take on that mind frame. Why you think our book was so persistent about us not making covenant and leagues with people? How many things I had to get into and connect to called my boy got into something? Not because of me now. Because I made it. We done, right? We done, nigga, right? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Now, he done went and did some stupid stuff. Now, what I got to do? That's what happens when you make them leagues. Well, you make what they call a confederate. And this is what these people get. Listen, look at how many of y'all going to colleges? How many of y'all want to join in fraternities? How many of y'all went to high school, you in clubs? And these clubs, that's your girl. That's y'all in the club together. So y'all do things together and y'all make commitments. Huh? Y'all got each other back. Nobody's going to come and interfere, or affect this club. And before you know it, you want to commit yourself to so many things. Before you know it, you outside the will of Mr. Yahuwah. That's how dangerous it is to be in this society and for you people to be comfortable among these people. Pick me up at 6 right quick. Yeshayahu. I'm from Yeshayahu chapter 6 right quick. They don't like stuff like that. But see, when you talk real to people, they don't want this. They don't want this. See, I'm telling you something. I don't want you sitting around lying to yourself. I don't want to lie to myself. Yeshayahu, they call Isaiah 6:1. Whatever reason he got me going the way, I know it, right? That's that being honest. Why you want to go somewhere and sit down and start playing make-believe? Why you want to start playing make-believe? That's stuff we did when we were kids. I remember, listen, we ain't had no car. My mom and dad sent me to the store. Nobody be with me. I start walking there. I said, Now I was too big for that. I was too big for that now. But it helped me. I know Sarah left. You done. Who? Come on. Come on, identify yourself. Darren, Hayward, what that? Hayward, yeah, Hayward too. I see Hayward right here. Hayward in trouble. So I'm going to make sure I get y'all. Y'all get a check. Hayward, you know better, don't you? What I did, though, I become, because I want to make, but you know what? It helped me to get to the store faster. Because I was like, if I had a car, I could get to the store faster. So I walked. Nobody knew this. Nobody knew this. But you know what, though? It made me feel better. Listen, the situation was the same. But in my mind, I had convinced myself that this would make it easier. You know, you got a bunch of checks coming, too. Make sure your name on the board. Who else's name was on there? Darryl, your name was on the board? Your name goes, and Hayward, make sure y'all get checked. But just tell you how you can start doing things to try to make your situation feel better to you. You got me? And we can't keep lying to ourselves about situation because reality is it wasn't a car. I was walking. Y'all got me? If I want the situation to change, I had to change it. So I got to put myself in a position where I could get a car, where I don't have to pretend, where I can make it easier for myself. But what we do a lot of times, you just got to think in yourself. No, it doesn't happen like that. When we think, we want to create from thinking. When Mr. Yahuwah thought, guess what he did? Pick me up at 125, Barashit. Let's see what he did right quick. Barashit, they call Genesis 1:25. Listen to the book.
And Alahym made the beast of the Arats after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the Arats after his kind. And Alahym saw that it was Chaub. And Alahym said, let us.
Philippians 4:9, Brandon. He said, let who?
Us make Ish in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the Arats, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the Arats.
When you giving that, give me Ephesians, right? He wrote Ephesians 1:11. Give me 1:11, Ephesians 1. You said, what did he do now?
And Alahym said, let us make Ish in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the Arats, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the Arats.
That's good. Hold what you got. Brandon got me Ephesians 1:11. That's what I want. Then we'll come back. Ephesians 1:11. Then he got me Philippians 4:9. Out of 4:11. Listen to the book.
In whom also we have obtained an inheritance, being predestinated.
Y'all hear that? In whom also we have an inheritance? Being predestinated?
Being predestinated according to the purpose of him who worketh all things.
After the what?
The counsel of his own will.
You know what that means, Brandon? If he think on something to do something, he said, he'll do it. If he think on something to do it, he'll do it. So I'm just trying to get this thing right. I'm just trying to get this right. If he think on something, predestined, that before it even comes. I can set something for it to happen. Set something that we would inherit something. Already in his mind for it to happen. And you know what? By his own will. By his own will. Is this our will to set him and bring these people captivity?
No.
Why are we not thinking on things that put ourselves out of this condition, put ourselves in better condition? Not just thinking, but actually putting them into play. Because I'm looking at what this man did. Let me see that Barashit 1:1 right quick. And I'm going to get that Philippians 4:9. Go back to Barashit, Genesis. I want 1:1. I'm going to come back down to 25. I've been limited. I let them get in my head. I let crackers get in my head. When these crackers get in your head, man, they'll mess your mind up. Ask them soon. They'll mess your mind up to get in your head. Man, you be some of the most, you'll be breaking Alahym law, but you'll be obeying their law. That's just being honest. Even the apostle even asked her, They told the judge and yourself what it right for us to obey Isha Alahym. They had to come down to a conclusion and realize, I ain't going to be able to do what you told me. There's nowhere in the world I'm going to be able to, listen, I can try to live a quiet and peaceful life, but it's just going to come down to it. You're going to make some law that's just going to restrict me and I ain't going to be able to do it. That's in their book. They don't want to talk about it. They're going to have to make some law going to be against me. There's nowhere I'm going to go somewhere and be quiet and mind my business. That cracker going to come find me. That cracker going to search me out and he going to come mess with me. He ain't going to never be satisfied. He just ain't never satisfied. I'm telling you now. And that's what that man looked at, right? That's what they all looked at. You going to come at me. He can let you out. He going to put restrictions on you. They put the apostles on probation. They let them out of prison and said, did we not straightly do what? Now, if I was done with my time, I shouldn't have to be upset at nothing you got to tell me. They're called probation. They put them on parole. They don't like stuff like they do that. Why would they come bother? They was in jail. They were let out of jail. They should have been done. They done served their time. Leave me alone. They put them on probation. That's why they can come back and bother them. They ain't going to let you go to jail and let you back out. You're going to come out, you got the same mindset that you're trying to inform people about liberties that belong to them, then these crackers going to continue to bother you. They're going to continue to bother you. You ain't going to never get no comfort, no rest among these people. Huh? It's just like Chef Show. All the man try to do was lay down and sleep. Every time he lay down, quick, the Philistines upon you. I ain't getting no rest. Y'all bother me. That's all these people do. They will continue to bother. But if I had some real strong, call me in, a lot of this we wouldn't have going. I got a lot of comfortable. Ain't everybody. A lot of them, they comfortable. They comfortable. Because if you just keep your mouth shut and stay out the way, white people let you live. But you live like an animal. You live like an animal in fear. Huh? You live like an animal in fear. Huh? I don't respect no dog. I seen him raw wild on the back of the truck. Big old raw. He was nice too. I took my gun. I just got it. He just looked. His face looked fine. I'm like, you know what this is here in a little bit. I like, you know, that man, that crocker done got you and convinced you to sit on the back of that truck. Shouldn't that be able to hold you? You too big. You can kill that white man that got you, but then I got to look at my condition. He's just like I am. He scared of that white man. He killed that white man. They going to kill him. He don't realize the white man done already killed him. In fact, he done domesticated him and stuck him on the back of a truck. That dog wasn't designed to ride. That dog was designed to get down and hunt. And that right to defend for itself. But the white man done got him put on the back and got himself ready to kill me. I ain't trying to bother. That done trained that dog to be ready to attack me. Anybody look like me. Well, he don't realize I'm not the person putting the chain on your neck. I'm not the person reducing you down to Alpo. And blue-green food, so berries and juices. What in the world a dog eating berries and juices for? That's a carnivore. Only time a dog eat anything green if it's sick. It'll eat grass. It's medicine for a dog. Cracker got a vegetarian dog, but he's trained to kill me and eat my meat. I don't respect your dog. But then I got to look at the dog. Does the dog respect me? Here go my collar. Here go my collar. I don't like that, dude. There's my collar. Go to business, you're going to be in the world, you're going to do it, you got to wear this. So I can always pull you. I can always control you. Just like a dog, you take them out, you put it on it. And you don't know inside that collar, they'll put someone, they'll have sticks inside, they got little bars inside, so when you pull it, it stick the dog in the neck so the dog will obey, he'll come. Because he's not just going to come with a tug and a pull. So I got to put something that's going to reinforce it when I pull him. That dog starts, he starts, you give him a little this and them pins stick in there, he realized, I changed my mind. That's all it is that they give her. These are mind changers. You don't want to be out there by yourself. He wants you to believe it's safer to be with him. So he'll do whatever he got to do to keep us reduced down from being the people we are. For any type of creativity of becoming our own. How many of y'all like pit bulls? I like them. They're a nice little dog. If you're going to fight them, you know what you do to them? You clip their ears down. Real low, close to the head. I ain't going to tell you how I know what I know. You clip them real low to the head. So when they get to fight another dog, one attacks over another dog. If he's smart, you grab his ear and you can pull him down. These are sensitive points for a dog. You put his nose, his ear, or you go for the groin. You cut his tail. Because in a real dog fight, when he go, a dog that's smart will know to lock down his tail and lock it down on it, and you get control of it. So what you do is you cut his tail real low. You see when the little tail like that, it should be illegal because you're fighting them. You actually want to leave the tail on him for its balance. So now I see this pretty dog, the ears cut back. It's going to affect his hearing already. So he can't hear. Just like Alahym trying to talk to me, I got rings and everything that's going to Cracker got me. On top of that, he cut his tail. It keeps him off balance. Kind of like how I am. When I'm trying to do something, I can't focus and do what I need to do because the Cracker got me off balance. He done got me to cut off things that actually balance me, but it looks good to them. Yeah. This is how I think. So I be letting people in my mind. Do y'all mind?
Always mind.
That's right. You always mind. You ought never tell a white man you don't mind. Somebody walk past you and say, I'm get past you. You mind? So I mind. I let you pass, but I'm always thinking. Because I'm always thinking, why you couldn't go the other way? What made you pick me to come across him? You always got to think. Why? But you mind? I just want to ask you some questions. You mind? Yes, I mind. Oh, okay. Let them keep moving. Isn't that right? And I'm going to be examining every one of your questions. I do just like Mr. Who would do it. I'll decide whether I answer them or not. As a matter of fact, let me ask you a question. Because I don't take time out to just start white people on the street, start asking questions. So the fact you picked me got me already watching you. What made you pick me out of all these other people? Anybody even think that you could stop me to ask me? What's your intent to hold me up? That's time out of my life or something else I could be focusing on. See, everything that happened, they could say, you know, you're a conspiracy. No, you got to watch. Conspiracy theory, you already a part of the psychosis. Conspiracy over for a nigga to say, hell, Leon, come from me. I want you. It's a conspiracy against us. You supposed to slap me through that board. Nigga, we in captivity. What conspiracy? It's over with. That Cracker done it. I'm going to pull that man top and say, man, you know them Cracker conspiring again. Nigga, is you serious? Do you see how we dress? Do you see how we talk and how we obey? A conspiracy? Nigga lost in a time warp. I know stupid conversation like that. I'm telling you, man, them Cracker, man, they trying to do something to her. You think? What got out? The Tuskegee experiment? What awakened you? Crack cocaine? Alcohol? What awakened you? Slavery? Separation of our kids and our wives? What defects? What prompted you to think that? AIDS? Diabetes? Blood? What sparked you to think it was a conspiracy against us? We need to be talking about the plot that's against us now. We need to be talking about breaking the plot up. We ain't talking right now. It's time to break out from it. Ain't that right? It done already thinking enough. It's time to get out of it now. This is how I think, people. This is how you got to think. I'm looking at a man that just said he want to make something. Then I want to look at, did he do it? I want to look at how exactly did he operate in order to get to this point. 1 and 1, Barashit, they call Genesis. Barashit, Genesis 1 and 1. Listen.
Barashit, Alahym created the Shamayim and the Arats.
That's right. In the beginning, Alahym created the Shamayim and the Arats, the earth that they call it and the heavens that they call it. What happened?
And the Arats was without form and void, and Kashak was upon the Pani of the deep.
And what happened?
The Ruach of Alahym moved upon the Pani of the Mayim.
Marikov hovered and moved. And what happened?
Alahym said,
I like that light that's already him.
let there be Aur.
So it was light him before he got him. What did he say?
Let there be Aur.
And what happened?
There was Aur.
Man, listen, he ain't got time for all that talking. Right. I thought, man, I'm just waiting. I hope it'll come. Man, I'm just waiting on maybe some good white people to come and put. When he said that's what it was. When he said that's what it was. I just need to look at this. I'm just trying to get an idea of how I'm supposed to operate. Let's see what happened.
And Alahym saw the Aur.
And what was it?
Taub.
He said, well, good. What happened, son?
And Alahym divided the Aur from the Kashak.
Uh-huh.
And Alahym
you
called.
You said they went on their own?
And Alahym divided.
I separated. I like it. I just like how it works. Do you know how good things make you feel when you say you done it? When people can look and say, you say, man, you say I did it. They're like, really? That's nice. Man, that's good. Yeah, I do that. You know, Alahym got so full of himself with it, he just told me. Now he said, I'll tell you really what I did. You said that. I strayed for all this alone. I spread for all that by myself. Wasn't nobody with me. No stranger, no foreign God, he said, was with me when I did it. That's when you just get so full of yourself. That's what I want to do. We need to get full. Get filled. And like get lit. It's time to get lit. They don't want you thinking like this. Because why would he tell me this? Let's see what else happened.
And Alahym called the Yum, and the Kashak he called Layla.
Yeah.
And the evening and the morning were the first Yum.
Yeah.
And Alahym said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the Ma'im, and let it divide the Ma'im from the Ma'im.
Yeah.
And Alahym made the firmament and divided the Ma'im which were under the firmament from the Ma'im which were above the firmament, and it was so.
What happened?
And Alahym called the firmament Shamayim.
Yeah.
And the evening and the morning were the second Yum.
Yes.
And Alahym said, let the Ma'im under the Shamayim be gathered together unto one Malkum, and let the dry land appear, and it was so.
What happened?
And Alahym called the dry Beth Aratz.
Yeah.
And the gathering together of the Ma'im called he sees.
I guess yam would be the word. Go ahead.
And Alahym saw that it was Ta'ub. And Alahym said, let the Aratz bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the Pari Ots yielding Pari after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the Aratz.
What happened?
It was so.
What happened?
And the Aratz brought forth grass, and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the Ots yielding Pari, whose seed was in itself after his kind.
Yeah.
Alahym saw that it was Ta'ub.
What happened?
And the evening and the morning were the third Yum.
Yeah.
And Alahym said, let there be Aur in the firmament of the Shamayim to divide the Yum from the Layla, and let them be for Ots, and for seasons, and for Yamim and years, and let them be for Aur in the firmament of the Shamayim to give Aur upon the Aratz, and it was so. And Alahym made two great Aur, the greater Aur to rule the Yum, and the lesser Aur to rule the Layla. He made the Kukabim also. And Alahym set them in the firmament of the Shamayim to give Aur upon the Aratz, and to rule over the Yum and over the Layla, and to divide the Aur from the Kashak. And Alahym saw that it was Ta'ub. And the evening and the morning were the fourth Yum.
Yeah.
And Alahym said, let the Ma'im bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath Kai, and fowl that may fly above the Aratz in the open firmament of Shamayim. And Alahym created great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the Ma'im brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And Alahym saw that it was Ta'ub.
Yeah.
And Alahym barak them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the Ma'im in the Yan, and let them the fowl multiply in the Aratz. And the evening and the morning were the fifth Yum.
Yeah.
And Alahym said, let the Aratz bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing and beast of the Aratz after his kind, and it was so. And Alahym made the beast of the Aratz after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the Aratz after his kind.
Yeah.
And Alahym saw that it was Ta'ub.
Yeah.
And Alahym said, let us make Ish in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the Aratz, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the Aratz.
So what did it do?
Alahym created Ish in his own image.
How?
In the image of Alahym,
Created who?
he, him,
Who?
male and female,
Do what?
created he, them.
I guess why I want to go back, I want to see first of all, I guess, kind of get out there. What was he doing? Like they said, what was going on at that time? He think on something, he put it into play. He think on something, and that's what he let happen. If he didn't like something, he separated. He divided it. If he liked something, he sanctioned it to keep going. That's the way he do. And then, so when you made me, you said, that's what you want me to do. I want you to think on something. Let it happen. I want you to create something, and if it ain't what you like, then you tear it down. That's what you tear it down. That was the instruction we got when we went the other country. When we see anything these people put up that we didn't like, tear it down. I don't like no other God. I don't like no other. I say I'm going to tear him down. Everything he sanctioned, tell me good. He said, you leave it. Everything that not, you tear it down. That's what I do. I don't like I tear it down. Everything he sanctioned, he put out, he said it's good. When I think on it, I put it in play and I see it. That's how I want it. I said, I want it to stay like that. That's what to do with man. When man don't operate the way he want man to work, I tear him down. He set creeds and he set commandments and law for us. And when man don't do it, he said, I tear man down. Now, man had been operating according to Alahym's creeds. Man had operated to the creeds that we're supposed to believe, we're supposed to obey. How is it we let man keep ruling over us when he gave us the rule? Yes, they are alike, but he set a greater over all of the other ors. That would be us. That would be us. They don't want you to know the power of what you got. People don't believe something. It's power in the sun. Y'all know that? According to Alahym in 3 and 1, he said, behold, what manner of the love the Abba bestowed upon me. We should be called, what was it? That's the greatest light they're going to find out here. The way they're going to find is us. Yeah. See, if you knew that, what they call the sun, referring to you now. We've been near Alahym, what they call the sun. That's what they try to name the Shamash. We the Shamash him. We the only thing they're going to see till he get back here. We the only thing can operate in his operation till he get back here. These people don't have the authority to do it. Nobody got the authority to do what he said or do outside what he said. We're supposed to control that for him. He put it in our hand to rule it. If he was going to sit there and rule it, wasn't no need to put Adam inside the garden. That's right. I don't know what we're doing. You don't like knowing stuff like that about yourself. Because I know when you get through hearing this, you got to go out and you got to fight the whole world. So I guess think about Adam. You know everybody outnumber him too. You the only East here and all you got is ox. And you got elephant, whatever the name he would have got. I know the ox. When on this cow stuff, we got different these crackers, these cows. They moved everything. Moo. That's what they do though. Moo. That's how we done moved everywhere else than where we need to be. Y'all got me? And now he said here, you gotta look at everything outnumber him too. But what happened? He still controlled them. He still ruled them. Why you think he would come and pick us? He said, you were the fewest of all unashamed, and I picked you. He did that same thing in the garden. He was the only each day he picked him. He could have picked any of them creatures and set them up that were more than him. Huh? And when he took the ark and he built the tower, the ark, the box, when he built it for him, he only chose the fewest to put in there. He put Noah. He took his wife and took his sons. When he took them in their wife, he only took those 8. And who ruled that ark? They ruled it. You sit here on an ark and you got 14 clean of everything. Every animal clean, 14. Of every animal unclean, you got 4. You got to have a male and a female. Every creature on your rights, he took and put inside the ark, the tower. Every clean 7, you got to get the male and the female, you got to have 14. You take the unclean by 2, the male and the female, you got to have 4. Now you got 14 and 4, and it's only 8 of you. How do you control all those animals? You operate as Alahym. I can control these crackers.
Yes, sir.
If we start operating like Alahym, you don't even believe your book. You don't even believe your book. You don't believe your book. Are y'all conscious?
Yes, sir.
So you made me, and you told me to operate like you. Then I need to know how you operate. When he thinks on something, that's what he does. 4 and 9, Philippians. They done damaged us bad.
Yes, sir. That's right.
They damaged us. I know I'm the person. I'm the bad person. I'm the person trying to get y'all killed. I'm the person trying to get y'all locked up. I'm responsible for Sandra Bland. I'm responsible for that boy in Chicago that got the 16 bullets in his back. I'm responsible for Michael Brown. I'm responsible for how many other thousands of millions of our people they killed. And they murdered and they massacred. How many of these people you gonna blame on me? Because they're going to blame and say, I'm trying to set you up and get you killed. But you're doing a good job by your blanking self. By obeying their rules, you getting murdered, you getting killed. You can't win at that man's game. You might well get out your mind. You just a victim. If you ain't been stopped, it's a matter of time before you stop it. And his excuse to be, if you ain't do nothing now, have you ever done something before? So then you ain't innocent. But the white man will never let you use that on him. He'll never let you blame him for nothing his forefathers did. He'll never let you blame him for nothing he did last week, last month, last year, or 10 or 15 years. But anything you done in your life or your forefather, he's going to blame it. If your neighbors did, he's going to blame it on you. People you don't know and not related, he's going to blame it on you. All niggas steal. All niggas want white women. He going to, listen, you always categorize. White man want to be individualized. Y'all don't like this, do you? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to play church no more. I've done it too long. Just a sickness. They make you sick to your stomach. They do just make you sick. Just think about all the lies and all the false promises, all the stuff that you just say here and you lie to yourself about that you know you can't operate and do. I want to trust him at that. I done tried the other way. I done tried pastor. I done prayed for that crocker. He ain't got no better, Leon. He ain't got no better. I pray and help him. He ain't got no better. They done taught me that pray for my. I done prayed and lifted him up. Try to give him a better heart, everything you get. It ain't going to work. He don't want a better heart. Praying for him and his coach is like praying for the devil. It's just a wasted time. He already know, but he ain't going to do it. He already know that's the bad part. He told you the devil tremble. He know all that stuff too, but he ain't going to do no better. They ain't doing stuff you because they don't know. They do know. That's why they hurt you. That's why they affect you. That's why they affect their own and get other whites that hate blacks and make things blacks want to kill all whites. We don't want that. We just want the injustice to stop against us. We just want our proper place. We want what belongs to us given back to us. Y'all all right? Y'all don't like that, do they? Y'all all right? You know, even in the time where we were before, they called the Bible times. People that got lands, you had to dispossess people for them. That's how they read. So this stuff they're doing, a war going, taking countries and taking land, that's just culture. When we came out, that's what we had to do. They kept it for until we came out of captivity. When we came out from 400-something, 30 years, we were refreshed. And we came back to take land that was already promised us. Land that Abraham had already been there and already had visited, already had dwelt in. Now, during that time, some of us got displaced. We got separated and we went down into Mizraim because of a famine. But you know, they came back and told us, you know one thing that people don't know about? It's called, is it right of redemption? Do you know that if you have a home, if your home is foreclosed on, they have what's known as a right of redemption period. And where you can come back and you can get that home back because legally it belonged to you. Do you not know, no matter how long these folks have taken us there and kept us off, we still got a right of redemption on Jerusalem, on Lebanon. We have a right of redemption on it. We have a period. That's why he can only keep us out for a certain time period. That's why you need to know time and season. When he would take us out, he took us out to say, he already knew what he was doing. Because you got to get back. Otherwise, you lose your redemption period. These people don't know nothing, do they? They don't know nothing, do they? Let me say something right quick in my mind. Y'all will work with me if I jump out across here. I'm going to jump out here in the deep. Y'all with me? See if it's 30 and 1. Yerim Yahoo. Might be 31 and 1. Yarim Yahoo. They call it Jeremiah. There's a lot of stuff y'all need to know. There's a lot of stuff y'all need to know. You just don't know. There's a lot of stuff you need to know. This is, say that 31, might be 31 and 1. Let me hear 31 and 1. Let me hear 31 and 1. 31 and 1. Let me see this side. Listen to the book.
At the same time, saith Yahuwah, will I be the Alahym of all the families of Yasharal.
30 and 1. Listen.
The word that came to Yirmiyahu from Yahuwah, saying,
What did it say?
Thus speaketh Yahuwah Alahym of Yasharal.
Y'all wanted to fit in? Go ahead.
Saying, Write thee all the Dabarim that I have spoken unto thee in a book. For lo, the Yamim come, saith Yahuwah, that I will bring again the captivity of my people, Yasharal and Yehuda, saith Yahuwah. And I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers.
Y'all see that? What happened?
And they shall possess it. And these are the Dabarim that Yahuwah spake concerning Yasharal and concerning Yehuda. For thus saith Yahuwah, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of shalom. Ask ye now, and see whether an Ish doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every Ish with his hands on his loins, as an Ishah is in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that Yom is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. For it shall come to pass in that Yom, saith Yahuwah Sabaoth, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him.
Yeah.
But they shall serve Yahuwah their Alahym, and Daud their Malak, whom I will raise up unto them. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Yaakov, saith Yahuwah, neither be dismayed, O Yasharal, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity.
Yeah.
And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid.
That choir going to be safe. You ain't going to be able to holler and cry for fear. They hear that choir that we supposed to do, just sit down there and keep our mouth shut. We ain't going to be having to cry no more about white folks and injustices and shot down and falsely accused and falsely arrested by these people. He actually telling we're going to be safe. White people like quiet. Don't your book tell you to be quiet? White people don't want you to cry out. Isn't that right? That's what they want you to do. They want you to be quiet. Wow.
For I am with thee, saith Yahuwah, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations whither I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee. But I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished.
That's good. Not 31. 32 is what I'm thinking. 32. But I needed that too, though. 32 and 1. Listen to the book.
The debar that came to Yirmiyahu from Yahuwah in the 10th year of Zedekiah, Malak of Yehuda, which was the 18th year of Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah.
For then the Malak of Babylon's army besieged Jerusalem.
Yeah.
And Yirmiyahu the Nabi was shut up in the court of the prison, which was in the Malak of Yehuda's house.
Yeah.
For Zedekiah, Malak of Yehuda, had shut him up, saying, Wherefore dost thou Nabah, and say, Thus saith Yahuwah, Behold, I will give this city into the hand of the Malak of Babylon, and he shall take it.
Yeah.
And Zedekiah, Malak of Yehuda, shall not escape out of the hand of the Chaldeans, but shall surely be delivered into the hand of the Malak of Babylon, and shall speak with him mouth to mouth, and his eyes shall behold his eyes. And he shall lead Zedekiah to Babylon, and there shall he be until I visit him, saith Yahuwah. Though ye fight with the Chaldeans, ye shall not prosper. And Yirmiyahu said, The debar of Yahuwah came unto me, saying,
What?
Behold, Hanam El, the ben of Shalom, thine uncle, shall come unto thee, saying, Buy thee my field that is in Anathoth.
See that? He want him to buy his field from him. Listen.
For the right of redemption is thine to buy it.
See that? The right of redemption is his to buy it. Listen.
So Hanam El, mine uncle's Ben, came to me in the court of the prison according to the debar of Yahuwah.
And what did they do? Pray?
And said unto me,
What did he say?
Buy my field, I pray thee, that is in Anathoth.
So tell him how they shook hands, Brandon. Go ahead.
Which is in the country of Benjamin. For the right of inheritance is thine, and the redemption is thine. Buy it for thyself. Then I knew that this was the debar of Yahuwah. And I bought the field of Hanameel, my uncle's Ben, that was in Anathoth, and weighed him the money, even 17 shekels of silver. And I subscribed the evidence, and sealed it, and took witnesses, and weighed him the money in the balances.
You know that's amazing they were signing, they had witnesses back then? That's amazing, ain't it? But I probably wasn't no handshake like white folk came along with. That's how they tricked the years ago. You know how Benny was done before, Leon? It's yours, brother. This a lie. Here, paperwork. I'm going to need some paperwork. While he was in prayer, they brought paperwork, and witnesses had to be there to see it. Witnesses had to be there to see it. Huh? Listen to the book.
So I took the evidence of the purchase, both that which was sealed according to the law and custom.
See that? According to the law and the custom.
And that which was open.
And
I gave the evidence of the purchase unto Baruch, the Ben of Neriah, the Ben of Maaseiah, in the sight of Hanameel, my uncle's Ben, and in the presence of the witnesses that subscribed the book of the purchase before all the Yahudim that sat in the court of the prison. And I charged Baruch before them, saying, Thus saith Yahuwah Sabaoth, the Alahym of Yasharal, take these evidences, the evidence of the purchase, both which is sealed, and this evidence which is open, and put them in an earthen vessel, that they may continue many yamim.
That's good right there, brother. That's good. That's good. That's good. Y'all all right? That's good right there. Pick me up right quick. Jump over to Acts of the Apostles, chapter 20. Acts of the Apostles, chapter 20. Let's see what I want. 20. 20, 14. Brother, bro, give me Acts of the Apostles right quick. Acts of the Apostles, chapter 10, verse 32. Olive, Cuff, they call First Peter. They'll throw me always somewhere else. Let's see what I want. 113, 12, make it 111. Listen to the book. Acts of the Apostles 7:32. Listen.
Saying, I am the Alahym of thy Abba, the Alahym of Abraham.
I call 10:32. Listen.
Send therefore to Joppa and call Shimon.
10:32? Oh, he's going over his statement? Go ahead.
Send therefore to Joppa and call hither Shimon, whose surname is Cuff. He is lodged in the bed of one Shimon, a tanner by the seaside, who when he is cometh shall speak unto thee. Immediately therefore I sent to thee, and thou hast well done that thou art come. Now therefore are we all here present before Alahym to hear all things that are commanded thee of Alahym. Then Cuff opened his mouth and said, Of Ahamat I perceive that Alahym is no respecter of persons.
What happened?
In every nation he that feareth him and worketh Sadiq is accepted with him. The Debar which Alahym sent unto the Beni of Yasharal, preaching Shalom by Yahushua HaMashiach, he is Adon of all.
Mm-hmm.
That Debar I say, ye know, which was published throughout all Yehuda, and began from Galilee.
They were proclaimed throughout all Yehuda?
Published throughout all Yehuda,
Yeah.
and began from Galilee after the immerse which Yahuchanan preached, how Alahym anointed Yahusha of Nazareth with the Ruach HaKodesh and with power, who went about doing ta'ub and healing all that were oppressed of the devil, for Alahym was with him.
Yeah.
And we are witnesses of all things.
You said it was published throughout all Yahudim?
Published throughout all Yehuda.
All Yehuda? Who would be in Yehuda, you think? Because Yahudim also witnessed what happened too. What happened?
And we are witnesses of all things.
Because he talked about having witnesses too. To the written document, that which was closed and that which was open. Is that true? What happened?
And we are witnesses of all things which he did, both in the land of the Yahudim and in Jerusalem, whom they slew and hanged on a tree.
That's good. Hold what you got. Pick me up right here right quick. Yahuchanan. Or just listen to his statement. John, they call it. 1 and 3. Well, matter of fact, make it 1 and 1. Listen to the book.
Barashit was the Debar, and the Debar was with Alahym, and the Debar was Alahym.
Yeah.
The same was Barashit with Alahym.
Yeah.
All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made.
That's good. Pick me up at verse 9. Listen.
That was the Amat Aor, which lighteth every east that cometh into the Arats. He was in the Arats, and the Arats was made by him, and the Arats knew him not.
What happened?
He came unto his own, and his own received him not. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the Beni of Alahym, even to them that believe on his name, which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of Ish, but of Alahym. And the Debar was made flesh and dwelt among us.
What did you say about it?
And the Debar was made flesh and dwelt among us.
It was made flesh? So
And
would it
dwelt
be safe
among
to
us.
say that he put it inside an earthen vessel? Because that was written and prescribed. He said it was open and that which was closed. He said he had also put inside an earthen vessel. And he talked about witnesses how all Yehuda had seen it. The Yahudim seen it. See, all this work over for us. So we seeing Yahu being exalted, Yahuwah being exalted, showing how this thing came right back to be witness for. This is our law. We start seeing a prayer to how important our written law is, our Torah, our instructions are. People try to tell it ain't important about rights. It don't matter about that as long as you feel something in your heart and got something. But we see what was prescribed. How do we know about our being redeemed or our redemption? Huh? How do we know about it? The book talks about how redemption draweth nigh. The right of redemption is coming, that he's coming back to claim us. He looked at, listen, what y'all people don't know. All it was done, so people don't know about stuff like that. Let me tell you how stuff works. Most of y'all people don't know. How many of y'all own homes? Okay, you own home, you have something you got to pay. Tell me what it's called. Taxes. I know mortgage, taxes. They'll get you, taxes are going to be clear. Taxes. Now, you can pay for somebody taxes who hadn't paid it, right? What will happen, you have to give them a certain period of time before it's actually yours. They have what's known as a redemption period. You have to allow the mortgage company 2 years on some states work different a year. But that time, they have an opportunity to come back and repossess it and to get it. That's all these crackers done did to pay taxes. They hadn't owned it. They hadn't actually gotten it. Got me? But see, what wound up happening is he's going to come back and he's going to redeem it to himself. Huh? Just like when he put us in Mitzrayim. He already knew what the time. He already told Abraham how long we were going to be there. How long was it? 400 years. So he knew I have right of redemption on him. That's why he was coming to get. See, this stuff y'all don't need to know. I can tell y'all a lot of stuff, but y'all don't know because y'all so sleep-minded. You don't realize how many things work against you and how things work for you. He already set this up. He knew what he was doing. He just been leaving it for a time because he know I have the right of redemption on you. You know what happened with Shimshon? He got so pissed with his wife. I'll tell you what happened. It was a mess. She wound up telling his riddle, telling his story, his Marshallee. And he was so pissed, he was so pissed. Right, he didn't want to talk to her. He didn't. He didn't want nothing, right now, want nothing to do with her. But you know, he came back for a right of redemption. When he came back, they had gave her away. Because they had assumed that it was theirs and that the time had lapsed. And when he came back, he was pissed. He burned down all they field because he knew I had right of redemption. See, it looked like Alahym have left us. That's why the book told you, Alahym have not cast away his people. They went with him.
He foreknew.
You think that man had got rid of that woman when he had already been with her? That's my wife. Why would you think I'm not coming back to get my wife? He had the right of redemption. He had the right of redemption. I can come back and get her. I can come back and get her. And he knew exactly how long he had. But they assumed, just like these crackers got comfortable with her, because they think we belong to them. But he's already got paperwork on. That's why we're going back through the documentation now. And we going back right here, it already has been subscribed. We're going back and we already see he put it in an earthen vessel. Yeah. Both open and closed. Pick me up at 19, Yehukanan. They called John. Boy, if I knew what I was doing. That's just jump from what I heard. Yehukanan, chapter 19, verse 29. 28 be fine. Listen to the book.
After this, Yahusha, knowing that all things were now accomplished,
What happened?
that the scripture might be fulfilled,
Tell me what happened.
saith, I thirst.
What happened?
Now there was set a vessel full of vinegar, and they filled a sponge with vinegar, and put it upon hyssop, and put it to his mouth.
Listen.
When Yahusha therefore had received the vinegar, he said, It is finished.
What happened?
And he bowed his head and gave up the ruach. The Yahudim therefore, because it was the
I'm
preparation.
going to grab something else too while my mind running. You're going to hold me 18, Matthew chapter 18, verse 17. You don't get that for me. Then I want pick me up at the book of Mark, chapter 4, and about verse 32 will be good. I just got to do because my boss said somebody will get away. He said they'll get away with this. And he don't want nobody to escape. He said, how should they escape? Matthew, come on, you finish that up since we're down.
The Yahudim therefore, because it was the preparation that the body should not remain upon the toot on the Shabbat,